Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were very proud to say they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. For those of you who didn't laugh, that's J.K. Rowling's opening line in the first Harry Potter book. And so, as in the Philosopher's Stone, your adventure begins.
This story happens in the springtime. There's snow on the ground, there is some sunshine, but the story really is about 3 things. It's about love, it's about friendship, and it's about kindness. And isn't that why we're all here today? For the love and friendship and kindness that we have for Heather and Darren and their families.
We're all here on this special day to celebrate the marriage of my little sister to her Prince Charming. Heather has always been drawn to fairy tales, and I'm so happy that she has found her happily ever after.
Today she's living the moment and wearing the princess dress she always dreamed of. When we picked up her dress last weekend, she said wearing it was going to be the best part of the day.
It's like a whole production with this outfit, right?
Okay, don't step on the dress though.
By the time I get used to not stepping on it, the day will be over. So.
Heather and Darren are acknowledging in front of us all that they each recognize that they are better together. In the time they have been together as a couple, we have seen them support each other in many ways and at many times. Their interests and experiences fit together and make a whole, each complementing the other. For Darren and Heather to choose to stand up in public and make vows of commitment and fidelity is quite remarkable, because each of them generally avoids being the focus of attention. Carol and I have been married for 48 years, almost. The probationary period for me is almost over. We have a few rules of marriage, seriously, to share with Heather and Darren today. Make decisions collectively and with a view to the long term, not in the moment. Many things initially seem attractive, but on reflection are only sparkly, without real substance. Always communicate with each other when there are good things to share, and when there are problems to face. Talk, but also listen and strive to understand the other's viewpoint. Remember, you are equal partners. And now we'll have the formal part of the ceremony. Ready, player one?
Ready.
I was too wee to understand what Darren being born would mean and how it would change my life, because I was 4 when he was born. Thanks, Mom. As early as I can recall, we're on family trips, we're sneaking out of our bedrooms to play computer games after Mom and Dad had went to bed because they gave us time limits, but we did not abide by that. But the point being, that's part of the joy of a sibling relationship. He is stuck with me, I am stuck with him.
When we were growing up, she'd read books so fast that Mom wouldn't believe she'd actually read them. Mom took to quizzing her on the plot details. And as it turned out, she actually had read every word. I think you actually read the 4th Harry Potter book in one day, but I'm still pretty sure that was witchcraft.
Helen, beloved grandmother, was an important person in Heather's life. Until today, Helen and Heather shared the same initials, something that was very special for Heather. When Bill was filling out the paperwork for the ceremony today, he asked Heather how she wanted her name to appear on the documents. She asked for her full maiden name, to use all of Helen's initials one last time.
If the last few years have taught us anything, it's the importance of occasions like this. The special times during our lives when we can gather together to celebrate moments with great people. We're so happy to have a reason for all of us to be together, sharing our joy.
We cannot help but miss Darren's father, Randy, and my grandma, Helen, who we dearly wish could be here with us today. We find solace in knowing they are here with us in spirit, celebrating this joyous occasion alongside us.
Let me share a few things about Darren that are my fondest memories. On a winter day in grade 2, Darren decided not to return to the classroom after recess. The principal got Andy, and they went looking. They found Darren sitting on our front steps of our house. His explanation, he had had enough of school that day. Darren found his forte in swim club and taekwondo, especially taekwondo. He earned his black belt when he was 16.
You know, Darren, Heather's uncle happens to be a black belt at Taekwondo. I think you guys should give us a demonstration during this. I think they'll start fighting and end up hugging, and that's how the fight will end. It's just...
Darren and Heather, having consented to being married to each other, and having exchanged vows and rings, upon the authority vested in me by the province of Alberta, I pronounce you legally married. Kissing is now permitted.
I first remember hearing Darren's name when we were on a family vacation during the winter of 2015. She talked about him a lot, and the way she talked about him made it seem like they'd known each other for a very long time. Heather, as I've gotten to know Darren over the past few years, it's always been clear that he is undoubtedly the person for you.
Well, Heather, you are a beacon of friendship and love and support. Your kindness and your empathy and your thoughtfulness are incredible qualities. The love that Heather and Darren have for each other has taken them to greater heights than they would have achieved alone.
You may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know even then, that somewhere you'll see her again and again.